If you're new to the channel, thanks for watching Pond Saga 5.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Here's what you need for this build. Now let's get into this video. If you want to see how to turn one of these into one of these right here, make sure y'all stay tuned. I got another fire video for y'all. For this build, I'm using a 27-gallon tote. Now this build is very similar to one of my other builds with a few exceptions, but I'll also link that video to the end of this one. For this build, I decided to stick with 1-inch bulkheads, and I also decided to use liquid nails to help with caulking around the bulkheads instead of using silicone. This was my first time using this product, and it won't be my last, because what I found out is this stuff hardens and is a lot stronger than silicone. I decided to try this because one of my subscribers mentioned it in one of the comments, and instead of using a basket for the bottom of this filter, I didn't have one on hand, so I just used a grid divider tray, and I helped to keep it in place by using 1.5-inch pavers that I had lying around. And as you can see here, I've also made a drain out valve as well. This is gonna come in handy when it's time to help clean out this filter. And because I'm going to have a lot more fish in this particular pond, I decided to give it more layers of filtration than I normally do. So for the first layer, you see me stacking up some pot scrubbies. For the second layer, I'm stacking up some sponges. For the third layer, I'm putting in some filter floss. For the fourth layer, I'm also stacking on top some more filter floss. And for the fifth and sixth layer, I'm going to be using a combination of lava rocks and pea gravel. What I do is put them inside of these laundry baskets for two reasons. One reason is to help me rinse it out a lot easier. As you can see, it's basically a cheat code. And for the second reason, it's going to be able to maneuver this stuff in and out when it's time to clean this filter. I know you guys are gonna have some questions about the plumbing, so make sure you stick around to the end. The time has come to test this filter out and to see what it's made of. And if you've been watching this long, then you know what it's made of. Let's get it. I'm using this DC pump. What I like about this pump is it comes with a controller and you can control the flow. So what I'm going to do is put it on a lower setting and then raise the setting to see how much flow this can actually take before it overflows. My drain out valve in the back isn't leaking, so that's a good sign. As you can see, the water is starting to fill up quite nicely. There are no leaks in sight, which is always a plus. I also added a UV sterilizer to this build, just like I did my previous build. Here, I turned up the maximum flow amount just to see and get an idea of how much water and how much flow this bad boy can actually take. It turns out that this 27-gallon tote is the ideal size for this pond. So let's fast forward. With these two outflow pipes, I made some adjustments. I customized these pipes to make it look more aesthetically pleasing to the eye, one, and also to help generate more oxygen. I designed it this way so that these
Pipes can flow just above the water line to give it that smooth transition, just like that for the waves. It's like a wave maker.
I customized these pipes specifically for my pond, so you will have to figure out which lengths that you need to customize yours. But all I basically did was I connected a piece of PVC pipe to the male adapter, which is also attached to my outflow. Then I connected the end of the PVC pipe to a 90-degree elbow And from the 90-degree elbow, I connected another piece of PVC pipe. And at the end of that, another 90-degree elbow, but I flipped it upside down.
The cool thing about these pipes, I can also bring them up or bring them down depending on how high the water level is or how low, because I didn't submit them to the actual pipe, so I didn't do that on purpose, so this way I can adjust them as I see fit.
I know there are going to be a lot of questions in the comment section regarding the plumbing of the inside of this pond filter, and also regarding the components I use to attach the outflows. You can either use uniseals or you can use bulkheads. And I also know that there are going to be a bunch of questions regarding on how I connected the pond pump to this filter. This pond filter build is a mesh up between two of the previous pond filter builds that I've done. So I'm going to link those to the end of this video so you guys can kind of figure out how you would like to basically customize your 27-gallon tote. Or maybe you would like to build a 5-gallon bucket filter, or maybe you would like to build a trash can filter if you have a larger pond. As always, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and set notifications.